The O'Reilly Factor.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly. In the Factor follow-up segment tonight, the House has passed a tough new immigration bill. It calls for the building of a wall on the U.S.-Mexican border and other things that would make it more difficult for illegal aliens to base in this country. But some religious people are objecting to the tough new legislation. Joining us now from Washington, Congressman Tom Tancredo, who endorses the bill, and Kevin Appleby, Director of the Migration and Refugee Policy for the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops. Just today, Archbishop Sheehan, who's a straight shooter, we like him, in New Mexico, came out opposing the wall, and, but specifically, I'm not sure what the objection is. Can you tell me, Mr. Appleby?
Well, the objection is that the wall will not work. We have people who are coming here who are desperate, who are trying to survive and to support their family. They're going to find ways to come. I would call the House bill the Smuggling Network Protection Act, frankly, because you're going to increase the smugglers who are going to try to get people in any way they can.
All right, you say the wall won't work. I'm not sure that's true. I think that if you put up a high-tech wall, I don't favor that. I favor the National Guard backing up the Border Patrol. It's a lot more efficient. But I'm not sure that a wall won't cut that down, cut the flow down. Do you have data to back up that the wall won't work?
Well, there's no specific data because we don't have a wall that's all the way across our border.
Right.
But
so you don't really know.
We're a universal church, and we understand why people are coming.
All right, so everybody does.
And we understand that they're desperate, and they're going to try to find ways to get through any wall. You might have heard about the tunnel that was in San Diego.
Yeah, sure. They're going to look. They're going to try.
You're going to have more tunnels coming under that wall if you build it.
But, Mr. Appleby, they're going to try no matter what. And right now we have between 11 and 20 illegal aliens unsupervised in this country. Is that all right with the Conference of Bishops?
What we're looking for is a solution to this problem, Bill. We're looking for a comprehensive solution, not just an enforcement-only answer. A solution to our immigration crisis, which we agree with you. There is an immigration crisis, but we have to look at all aspects of our immigration system and repair it. It's a broken system. We have to look at our legal immigration system.
But I think this bill tries to do that, although I would like to have a guest worker program. Congressman, why don't you jump in here?
Well, okay, thanks. First of all, with regard to the wall, what we're talking about is the construction, in the bill, what we're talking about is the construction of about 700 miles of a fence, a barrier. It's similar to the fence we already have, and by the way, is working in San Diego, 14 miles of it. You can't find anybody on either side of that fence today who wants it taken down, including on the Mexican side, because it has actually stopped the flow of people, the flow of drugs, all of the activity that was going on down there that was so negative. It is a good thing. The people like it. We're talking about this as if that's all the bill does, is build a wall, a 700-mile fence. Well, of course it's not. There's a lot of parts to this bill, and that's just one. And of course we want a high-tech a wall, if you will. I want to use the technology of the military. I want to provide some sort of defense mechanism because, in fact, what we're seeing is an invasion on our borders, both northern and southern, but especially on the southern side. And somehow to suggest that we do not have the right as a nation to try to secure our own borders, or that is somehow immoral, is really, I think, crazy. It's idiotic. It is not immoral to try to secure your own border.
If I might interrupt. Again, we're looking for a solution here. We can build a wall along our border, which I think will be sad for a democracy a great democracy like ourselves. But what we're looking at is we're trying to take care of the 11 million that are here and the people that are coming. And if we provide them legal status and legal avenues to come, we will know who they are. Well, we will know who's here.
Mr. Appleby,
we will know who's coming.
Look.
And that's a pro-security position.
If you legalize, as Reagan did in the 80s, 11 million people, all right, and then you don't have the wall or the military to stop 11 million more, surely you understand, sir, surely the Catholic bishops understand that more people will come to try to get the prosperity in America. Surely you understand
There's a difference between now. There's a difference between now and 1986 because we'll have some legal avenues for people to come. And we're not saying that we should not enforce the border. We do agree that
there is no border. They don't want a border. I mean, look at the stuff you've written. It is all out there. Go online and look at the stuff you and the other people in the organizations that you represent are putting out about the bill in particular. But nowhere in all of this material that I have in front of me, all put out by the Catholic Council of Bishops and the other churches that are opposed to the bill, nowhere will you find the word illegal used in front of the word immigrant or immigration.
Let me ask,
that is false.
Right,
that is putting out false information. You should at least be truthful about what you want to do.
Congressman, I did read some of it. Mr. Appleby, you apparently believe illegal aliens here right now have a right to stay. Do you believe that?
We believe that the best policy for this country.
Answer my question with all due respect. Do you believe the people here illegally right now have a right to stay?
They do not have a right under our current law to stay. However, what I am saying is that they are contributing to our economy. They're contributing their taxes, their sweat equity, they're working in important industries.
And what about the ones that are incarcerated for violent crime? What about
they should be deported, certainly. But what we're saying is the people that are working in industries should have a chance to earn a right to stay over time. And that's not to say that we're going to give them an amnesty. We're going to make them pay a fine and work over years.
But you have to secure the border first. You just can't have an unending flow in. Congressman, I'm giving you the last word. Go.
I'll tell you this, when we talk about justice for the people who are working in the United States, all I wish is that everybody would concentrate on justice for the legal aliens in this country, and for the citizens, for the people who have done it the right way, who have spent years and thousands of dollars in pursuit of their quest to come here to the United States legally and lawfully. What's wrong with thinking about justice for them? What's wrong about thinking about justice for the guy whose wages are being depressed because of the millions of people who are coming in here to take the job at even a lower price? When you talk about justice, sir, think about it in a bigger picture, because there are a lot of people in this country that deserve it too.
All right, gentlemen, very interesting. We appreciate you both coming on the program. And in a moment, we'll be back with the ACLU collecting